Okay. First things first, I don't like this guy being here. This is too close. One more treasure probably on the floor? Man, you could almost read that. Didn't mean to hit the R. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, where are you going? Oh my gosh. It just launched itself across the room. What was I supposed to do? Okay, this is a disaster. Oh, you don't get to hop down here for 2 seconds just to go home. Why'd you come here in the first place then? Gosh. Hey, we've poisoned the area. You can die now, please. Okay, at this point, I mostly just care about not losing yellows. Guessing the final treasure's just gonna be in that guy. Okay. Okay. Yes. You can just hop over the gate. And I hate that. Ugh. The behind on this guy is unfortunately... Actually, I'm getting signal over here. Is it buried here? It's buried in the next one over, isn't it? Well, with any luck, that's the last treasure. So far it's only been 2 per floor, so... Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, this floor. Okay, don't need to mess with that guy at least. Might need a bitter spray. I don't want to lose Pikmin to this guy. Ooh, wait, hold on, hold. All right. Yeah, I saw that coming. Okay. We should be in the clear now. Just gonna get some nectar. Premium orange juice. Oh, we're here. We're here. Okay, we're gonna split these guys up. I'll take the yellows. We didn't lose any, awesome. Okay. You take everyone else. We are going to attempt to hide all the way in this back corner. And I do have reasons for that. And our yellows are gonna come over here. Is that Louie? Mr. President, I have located Louie resting on a vast mound of treasure. For him to venture to these depths alone, the desire of man is the thing to be feared. But Louie's not moving. Could he have exhausted his strength in reaching these depths? There may yet be time. Quickly, to Louie's aid. Yeah, you don't need to worry about Louie. So this is the Titan Dweevil, for all intents and purposes the final boss of this game. We're just gonna spicy our guys and immediately try and get him on this pump here on the side. Alright. So the flare cannon there, not too hard to avoid. You see him light up red, or really any color that's not yellow, and you just want to whistle your Pikmin and run up to the side here. The Titan Dweevil itself doesn't really ever leave this sunken down arena part. So most of its attacks will always be confined more or less in here. The only exception to that is this pump. That's why I like to target it first, because the pump can shoot anywhere on the floor. Even where the president is right now. So whenever that one wants to go off, you want to make extra sure you don't hear any Pikmin drowning or anything. Okay. When he's doing yellow and you only have yellow Pikmin, then you don't have to worry about it. That's why I recommend using yellows, because then you don't have to worry about the shock therapist attack. Obviously, electricity is still an insta-kill. So if there's any other colors in here, then there's a high chance they'll just get, you know, insta-killed if you can't get out of the arena fast enough. And I've seen sometimes captains can get like stun locked on some of these attacks too, so you do want to be careful. As well, it's easy to avoid the attack initially. If you do get hit and you get stun locked, then your Pikmin are pretty much dying. It kinda doesn't matter which one we go for next. After getting the monster pump off, which it never even used that attack. If you get the shock therapist next, then you can feel free to bring some more Pikmin in here. Or you can leave it for last so your yellows can just go hog wild pretty much. Yeah, even during his attacks, like, since we're safe on this one, there's no point in not just loading up the yellows onto something. And you can see when a part's about to drop because it'll start smoking. Yes, this is good. This is good for us. So, since we're using yellows, this guy's essentially defenseless now. I don't think we can attack a part that's in use. Oh, actually we can. Very nice. I can't believe he'd never once used the monster pump. That's actually really weird. I always use him use everything, have him use at least everything at least once. There, okay, once you've knocked everything off, this guy's actually completely defenseless. All he can do is brush Pikmin off of its face. So you're free to just sorta sit here and wait for them to kill it. In fact, we may as well just get everyone in on this. Spicy spray, I guess. I say before proceeding to not do that. Get him. Get him. May as well let him carry the treasure back, so long as I have a big enough squad, I don't really care. Comedy bomb, in my opinion, probably the least deadly. Nah, the flare cannon's probably the least deadly, because that's the most specific directional one. Flare cannon. Louie? Are your life functions fading? No, he appears only to have fainted. He's always running into trouble. Instruct the Pikmin to carry him. There's not enough room for him in the cockpit anymore. We will have to keep him in the cargo hold with the treasure hoard. Yeah, poor Louie. Not enough room for him. Yeah, the game really wants you to be able to get Louie back. Because that's essentially what ends it at this point. Shock Therapist, this is the most deadly one, which is why you just use yellows against the Titan Weevil. So you only need one Pikmin alive to beat him. Because obviously if you lose all your Pikmin, it's Pikmin extinction, which is sort of like a game over, so... Monster Pump can be surprisingly deadly if it shoots across the map. It just shoots out like little bubbles of water that can go literally anywhere, so... You just gotta watch out for that. King of Bugs. As if Louie didn't have a name already. Well, that's all the treasure in the game. And the second longest cave cleared. And Wistful Wilds 100%, etc, etc. Look at them all. You've collected every treasure! That's it. That's everything. In the main story, I will be doing challenge mode too, so... Yeah, there we go. High scores. That took a long time to fade out. Okay. Yeah. So did pretty well overall, I feel like. Gosh, that stupid blue that just flung itself across. I should have had 0 died to poison. 0! Oh man, 120 purple Pikmin board. I guess if you don't lose any purples, you don't really need to grind them at all, but not using them is a mistake in my opinion. Well, there's all the stats. There are gonna be a couple other things I'm gonna cover. Right here now. This challenge mode is just gonna be about challenge mode, so I'm not gonna talk about anything random there. It's unfortunate it doesn't exist in this version, but if you're playing on the GameCube or Wii versions, if you have 20 of every Pikmin type in your party at the same time, then they'll actually start singing a special little song. Nintendo just didn't have the rights to use the song by the time this game came out, and they didn't bother to like renew that, so it doesn't get to play. I believe it's Ainouta. It's a really cute, sad sort of song. It sounds really cutesy, and then you listen to the lyrics and it's like all about Pikmin like being like, we'd die for you. So it's kind of a fun song though. It's a cute little Easter egg. Shame they couldn't keep it. Alright, but there are some other entries. Okay, you've collected the Succulent series. Plunge into the juicy world of alien cuisine. You've collected the Paleontology series. Who knows what beasts left these behind. You've collected the Ancient Secrets series. This old junk will make romantics weep with joy. You've collected the Tortured Artist series. Everyone's inner artist will crave this set. Okay. You've collected the Celestial Vibe series, rare sources of deep feelings from deep space. You've collected the Dream series. Consumers hear the word dream and open their wallets. Oh, okay. You got the Blast from the Past series. My nostalgic pitch will transform these oldies into hits. You've collected the Massive Receptacle series. Hokatations could practically live in these. Get in the box. You've collected the Ancient Ad series. These persuasive logos are amazing attention grabbers, are they? The super generic lids of things. You've collected the Odd Logo series. Indecipherable symbols are all the rage these days. You got the Titan Dweeble series. Entomologists and film directors will buy them by the whole load. Including Louie, I guess. Yep, so that's every single treasure. Obviously. And if we go over here, we should have every single enemy too. Slash fauna, or flora rather. Slash, oh my gosh, what plant did I never touch? Are you kidding me? What? I've never missed a plant before, but I guess I didn't get close enough to a plant for it to register. What is it? The dandelion. I never touched the non-seeding variant of the dandelion, apparently. That's cool. Well, Okay, well, if you wanted to go ahead and make sure to get all the entries, I'm probably not gonna bother at this point because, geez, why? You can find it in Awakening Wood. And it is also in the Snaggart Hole somewhere. It might only be in the Snaggart Hole and not in the Overworld, I'm not sure, but if you can't find it in the Overworld, then go to the Snaggart, okay. Okay, the thing I maybe most want to point out is that after you rescue Louie, you then unlock Louie's notes. Now, what sorts of wonders does Louie have to say about all of these strange creatures? Well, he likes to cook things and eat things. Mostly eat things. So all his entries are about eating. This tart flower's acidic juices can burn a hole through a frying pan. Eating it would be unwise. So there you go. Don't eat a golden candy pop, bud. How do you cook a fiery bulbulax? No stove? No problem. The sizzling beast practically cooks itself. Remember to thoroughly extinguish the steaks prior to eating. This precious tree is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back at home for a fortune. Then I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic class ingredients, and even star in my own cooking show, The Insect Gourmet. Inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable arm flailing and enthusiastic dishwashing. Mildly poisonous, may result in nausea, headache, fever, fatigue, chest pains, paralysis, loss of bone density, moodiness, feral rage, sassiness, dilly-dallying, strokes of brilliance, and untimely doom. Okay. This is a young shoot of some kind, but what kind of tree species does it belong to? What shape will it take when it matures and grows to full height? Unfortunately, we are only able to obtain information from our portable scanners on a select few of the countless number of species we've encountered. But even if our expedition yields only brief observations on the life we encounter, it will still provide a better understanding of this bizarre planet. Nice. Inedible, and yet strangely delicious. Okay. The dichotomy. Glowstem. Although they are obviously unrelated, the glowstem bears a striking resemblance to the streetlights on Hocotate. It is highly possible that glowstems could be a relic of some unknown civilization beyond the scope of our imagination. Inedible. Known effects include uncontrollable episodes of impromptu breakdancing. Some weird symptoms going on here. Mamuta? The imbalanced asymmetrical arms of the Mamuta are among its most notable features. Feeding on seeds and fruit, the Mamuta is known to actually sow and grow plant species. While other species have exhibited seed-bearing behavior for the purpose of storage, the Mamuta is the only species so far known to actually cultivate fields of plants. Inedible. Tastes like chicken. What? Is chicken inedible? What? And finally, the water wraith. Everyone wonders about this thing. All that is known about this creature stems from a few sightings deep underground. All reported sightings feature the same core set of details, a giant, viscous form with a clear, hazy sheen not unlike hard candy. One theory holds that it may be the ectoplasmic incarnation of a kind of psychic phenomenon, but as is usually the case with such theories, it is very difficult to prove. All witnesses report being suddenly overcome with fear upon sighting the creature, approaching a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extremely vague details, which has led to suspicions that exhaustion and fear have caused some simple natural phenomenon to be viewed as a living creature. But most importantly, sorry, gotta clear my throat. But most importantly, how would you cook a water wraith? Inedible, known to cause mass hysteria, followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. Yeah, can't cook the water wraith. You can cook almost everything here though. Like this one's delicious apparently. Yeah. So, there you go. Alright, what do you gotta say about King of Bugs? Louie's back. Somehow he survived a horrific ordeal with a freakishly large weapon-wielding Titan Weevil. I entered a hole with an army of ferocious Pikmin, grimly determined to save Louie from the Titan Weevil, but it seems that he was perfectly fine all along. I can't understand how he managed to avoid being eaten. He's always had an unusually close connection with insects, and I know he loves to cook them. Maybe he wasn't kidnapped after all. Could he have been controlling that beast all along? No, that's craziness. Although he does insist now that we address him by his proper title, the King of Bugs. A new employee of Hocotate Freight. Louie is often silent. Nobody knows what thoughts lurk in his mind. He appears to operate on the same wavelength as insects, often with dangerous results. After he was kidnapped, he somehow managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain. Yeah, so Louie was probably controlling the Titan Weevil, seems to be the implication. This scorching mechanism was once used by a monstrous Titan Weevil. The roasting apparatus spews hot jets of flame. I can't keep Louie away from it. He keeps trying to use it to cook sausages and caramelized creme brulee. Creme brulee. Oh my gosh, I can speak, I promise. In the compressed air cylinder of this flamethrower, liquid gas is lit, producing the fire that gives this weapon its name. It is very dangerous, and good kids know not to play with it. In case you wonder, it cannot be used as a substitute for a spaceship's rockets, and should never be used to cook sausages. Never. There's definitely a bit of a story here. Okay, corpulent nut. This rotund nut reminds me of the president's sizable girth. Succinct. All of the plants in this region have interesting characteristics, like this freakish one, for example. Lately I've started the habit of tasting new discoveries. It may be dangerous to eat unfamiliar plants, but I've only gotten violently sick a few times. Oh my gosh. Decades of toil with nose to the grindstone, insulting orders swallowed without a hiccup. Such is the life of a salaried man. His name will not be remembered. His family will not understand. But if the results bear out his efforts, that is enough. Now nose to the grindstone, drone! Oh my gosh. Jeez. We found this treasure in a cave teeming with merciless creatures, but we did find this gorgeous jewel, so it wasn't all bad. Update. It turns out that it's just plastic, so it was all bad after all. Oh my gosh. An apocalyptic weapon made of super heavy gravity compressed materials of unknown origin. The fact that its great weight makes it uncontrollable is, at times, a mild detriment. Oh my gosh. You can't really control the Doomsday weapon, but that's just a small problem. Right here on the title screen, what exactly does high scores mean? This just shows you the scores. The ones that it shows you at the end of the game and at the end of all treasures. So you can go ahead and compare between all the people who have played all the different files. And be like, oh look, I beat you. I had less Pikmin last in battle. I never left any Pikmin behind. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so it has all the stats here, and you can feel free to check